Hey folks, what's going on? It's me, Andrew Westmoreland, back again with yet another video, and this is a science news segment, and this one is kind of more a I want to say kind of more of like an environmentalist sort of thing, but it's science related. Now, I've been sitting on this for a couple of days. Iceland plans on killing over 2,000 whales within the next 5 years. Obviously, this is going to cause a lot of outrage. Now, Icelandic authorities have announced plans to kill more than 2,000 whales over a 5-year period, in a move that has angered environmental groups. I am a huge... I want this stupid Fortnite ad pause. Okay, I'm a huge environmentalist. I love protecting the environment and animals and nature. I have always been interested in that. So when I see stories like this, I'm immediately concerned. Now it says, despite a declining global market for whale meat and falling public support, the government opted to remain in defiance of the international ban on whaling. Whalers will be authorized to harpoon 209 fin whales, 217 minke whales in Icelandic waters every year until 2023. So the thing about this is we also need to address that whaling is a traditional source of food for a lot of Scandinavian countries. I believe Iceland, Finland, Norway, Sweden even, I believe, whale or have whaled in the past. And this is, you know, to us, to more Westerner, well, I mean, they are Western, but to Americanized Westerners, we consider that to be very foreign, and it's shocking. I personally believe that whales are, they're either subsentient, or I'm sorry, excuse me. Sentient means you are able to sense and feel. I believe whales are either sub-sapient or fully sapient, as we are, along with elephants and dolphins. Whales are also, I believe, close to that level of intelligence. They even have a third hemisphere on their brain. Now, I'm not 100% on the science and biology on that, but if my understanding is correct, it is a huge emotional center. They have a whole hemisphere, a third hemisphere of their brain that deals with emotions. So it's safe to assume, or at least to speculate, that they have a higher range of emotions than humans do, and very complex societies. They have their own languages, as far as science has determined. So when I see stuff like this, it definitely concerns me greatly. Let's continue. The nation's fisheries minister, Christian Thor Julesson, I'm sure I'm butchering his name, said these numbers were sustainable and based on the latest scientific research. Now, you have to understand, Japan also whales. They claim it's for research and science. It's really kind of a joke, to be honest. But as far as sustainable numbers, I disagree. I think there's a certain level of acceptable losses when you're fishing, but again, these are whales. These are enormous mammals. I just don't understand the need to whale. I really don't. Now, last summer, Iceland was center of controversy after reports it had killed 2 rare bluefin whale hybrids and at least a dozen pregnant females. However, hopes that this bad press would bring to an end of the practice were dashed with the latest announcement. The Icelandic government's decision to continue to kill whales amongst the most peaceful and intelligent beings on the planet is morally repugnant as well as economically bankrupt. And this is Vanessa Williams Gray, a campaigner for the whale and dolphin conservation. Announcing its new quota, the government cited the economic benefits of whaling as well as official figures showing populations of the once endangered fin whale were recovering. Well, yeah, they're going to recover if you would stop killing them. During the most recent count in 2015, their population in central North Atlantic was estimated at 37,000, or triple the numbers from 1987. This was supported by the recent conclusion by International Union for Conservation and Nature that fin whale numbers were on the rise. But given the uncertainty about global whale numbers and multiple threats facing these marine mammals, campaigners said this would not be taken as a green light for more hunting. Authorities also pointed to recent reports, including one by economist linked to pro-whaling Independence Party, which found that whaling brought sizable benefits to the Icelandic economy. However, many in the country, including those involved in the whale tourism industry, have hit back at these claims and argued that whales were worth more alive than they are dead. Whale watching revenue was 3.2 billion krona, which is 27 million pounds, British pounds, which in, let's see, pounds to US dollars is probably about 15 million US pounds, I think. Oh no, it's opposite. British money is worth more than ours, so it's going to probably be about 25 to 30 million US dollars. That's in 2017. While whaling brought in 1.7 billion krona, according to the University of Iceland report. So again, we have to look at this stuff with a perspective of local culture as well as looking at the broader concerns as far as I'm concerned, because you know these things are not, there's always nuance, right? There's always these things are always complicated, and there's always going to be stuff that we can't just easily dismiss. You know, it's not always black and white. However, as I've stated, it is, in my opinion, whales are one of the sapient species. Humans, whales, dolphins, and elephants. Now, there are other beings who are highly intelligent, which I would call sub-sapient, you know, like dogs, horses, chimps, or, you know, great apes. They are all very intelligent, and they are damn near close to our level of self-awareness and, you know, awareness of their species, you know, their other members of their community and whatnot. So I am very much opposed to whaling. I don't really see any real excuse to do this. There is a real scientific approach. There are instances where you do need to study certain animals, and one of the ways to do that is to do on-the-scene necropsies. That's usually fairly rare. That is an animal that you have very little research on, right? This is just purely for economic reasons. They're claiming this is for profit. You know, people eat whale meat. I mean, that's what a lot of these Scandinavian countries do. It's part of their culture and their history. And, you know, people, obviously a lot of people down them on that. And I would say to a degree, I sympathize, because I understand that this isn't solely a European issue. You know, again, Japanese do it. There is Inuit cultures eat different types of all kinds of different animals. They do whale as well. Pacific Native Americans also did some whaling. We can find this all over the world. You know, people actually ate whale meat, and a lot of them still do. You know, people eat sharks, they eat whatever they can eat, and I get that. But as we are moving into a new era of civilization, I really think we can, there's a way we can do this. We can you know, feed everyone, but leave these old archaic ways of the past. We have the data, we have the science, we know that these animals are highly intelligent. You know, they have cultures, they have societies, they have language, excuse me, they have languages. Leave them alone. Let's stick to something else, eat something else. Now, I'm not a activist, like a PETA activist or a vegan or any of that stuff. I admit that off and on throughout my life, I've gone through different phases. And, you know, high school, I was, most of high school, I was a vegetarian, you know, involved in like animal rights clubs and stuff, you know. And I admit, I am definitely sympathetic to that. But I also recognize that we have to eat. And one of the ways for us to eat, the most efficient way at this time, is for us to eat meat as well as plants. And it is not possible, as far as I understand, it's not really possible or healthy for humans to eat only plants, and to expect people in third and second world countries to only eat one type of thing is ridiculous. It's not realistic, and it is, frankly, you're basically advocating for genocide because of your own personal preferences. So I'm going to leave that here. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Please comment down below and let me know what you think. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. And if you would like to support my work and what I'm doing, you can always do that down in the description below. There are links to do that. You know, PayPal, if you wanted to do like a monthly subscription, there's Patreon and Subscribestar and all that stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and remember that I'm your centrist, voice of reason in a time of hyper-partisan lunacy. See you next time, folks.